Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're digging into a case that, well, it still leaves so many unanswered questions. The tragic death of Kanika Jenkins.
It really does.
Our goal here is to sort of unpack what's known, the official story, and crucially, the big questions that just won't go away. We want to give you a clear picture of this perplexing event.
Yeah, it's a case that really captured public attention, and you can see why. We're talking about Kanika Jenkins. She was just 19. She went to this party September 8th, 2017, at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Rosemont, Illinois.
Just a night out that turned into something completely different.
Exactly. A haunting mystery, really.
And that's where things start to get really concerning.
Yeah.
Kanika goes missing from the party. It's around 3 a.m.
Right, and then later there's surveillance footage.
Yeah, that footage.
Yeah.
It shows her wandering the hotel hallways alone. She looks very disoriented, stumbling.
Visibly disoriented. And she eventually makes her way into a kitchen area. It's a key piece of evidence, but it also just raises more questions about what state she was in.
Definitely. And what happens next is just grim. She's found the next day.
Inside a walk-in freezer, dead.
And the official response came relatively quickly, didn't it?
It did. The police concluded it was accidental hypothermia. They stated no foul play suspected. That was the official line.
But almost immediately, that finding was challenged heavily, especially by Kanika's family.
Oh, absolutely. Her mother, Teresa Martin, she never accepted that. And honestly, when you start looking closer at the details, you can see why.
Right, because there were these inconsistencies, these points that just didn't add up for a lot of people, fueling the family's doubts and, wider public skepticism.
Exactly. Like, okay, if it's accidental hypothermia, what about the reports of bruises on her body? That doesn't quite fit, does it?
Not typically, no. And were there other issues, too? Like alleged inconsistencies in the evidence that was presented?
Yes, exactly. Those kinds of things made the official story hard for many people to just, accept at face value.
And it didn't stop there, did it?
Mm.
There were concerns about missing video footage.
Right. Gaps in the timeline, potentially crucial moments unaccounted for.
Which could have shed more light on things. Plus, the hotel apparently cleaned the scene quite quickly afterward.
That also raised eyebrows, yeah. Concerns about evidence maybe being compromised, It all just added to the anxiety and the questions.
And what about the people she was with? Her friends.
That was another point of contention. Why didn't they contact her mother right away when she went missing? That delay just added to this sense of unease around the whole situation.
But maybe the most shocking detail for many was the search itself.
You mean the time it took?
Yeah. It took hotel staff 22 hours to check the freezer where she was ultimately found.
22 hours. It's staggering.
It really is. And that delay, for a lot of observers, it just highlighted a massive failure in the response and made that accidental death ruling feel even more questionable.
And it's all these things together, the bruises, the alleged gaps in evidence, the delay, that really underscore the core problem here. As our source material points out, even now, nobody knows exactly what happened.
It's still a mystery.
A complete mystery. And the source ends with this really powerful thought. Her death should have never happened.
It's just such a tragic sequence, isn't it? And leaves us with these profound questions, they linger. The official story on one side, and then this persistent doubt from the family and the public on the other.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? This case is such a stark reminder that sometimes, even when something gets intense scrutiny, gets investigated officially, definitive answers can be hard to find, especially when the facts seem incomplete or open to interpretation.
Yeah.
So what does that mean for us, when a mystery like this, despite all the attention, remains fundamentally unsolved in the eyes of so many? It really forces you to grapple with the limits of what we can know for sure and the power of doubt when a story just doesn't feel complete.